Okay, so, guys, I'm back. Believe it or not yet, guys, this is actually the very first, yes, the very first live stream to be on BitChute, yeah, guys, so yeah. So yeah. Anyways, shit. This live stream's on Twitch, YouTube, and BitChute, bro. I got a surprise for you. What I got last night. Yep, a fucking surprise.
Hey, Yehuda! Wow, this place is packed.
My intel network never steers me wrong. Now I'm thinking we start off by checking whatever transaction records we can find. See if our thief already made the sale.
Hey! Which one of you is the rotten thief who stole my robot, huh? Come out and show yourself!
That was not what I had in mind.
My. You must be the owner of the Krumkake Craft Shop.
Now this is an opportunity I've been waiting for. Always easier to talk business in person.
Damn.
Which one of you is the thief?
No thieves here, only shrewd business people. Speaking of, you do custom orders,
That sounds
right?
sus, bro.
Kid, make me a robot. I'll be sure to make it worth your while.
Stop. You're acting suspect, bro. Like that ass.
You're the one who built that robo-maid, right? Is it for sale? I'm dying to get my hands on
no.
one.
Both of you? Get out of my face!
It's clear you two have no respect for even the most basic of rules. No wonder an illegal market like this is the only one that'll take you. Even if Miss Aino is willing to do business with you, and that's a big if. All negotiations go through the front desk. Understood? As you can see, this kid's creations are a hot commodity in Nodcry. I'm not surprised these merchants are practically clambering over each other in excitement.
I don't care! Inefa's not for sale, and neither is Krumclank. These grown-ups are getting on my nerves. But the Traveler was right. Well, they're not gonna fess up because they don't even feel guilty. Oh, there goes my plan. Yeah, getting them to confess was kind of a long shot.
If you figured that would work, you're even more out of touch than I thought. These people only care about one thing, Mora. Being a good person doesn't exactly pad the pockets.
Yeah, bro. All they care about is money. That's it. They don't care about the product. So, you know what it's reminds me of? Modern day Nintendo. Modern day Nintendo, bro. That's what it reminds me of, bro. Like that ass. I'll be honest. What caused Nintendo to get greedy in my eyes? Iwata's passing and Reggie leaving. That's what caused Nintendo to get greedy, in my opinion, bro. Because Iwata and Reggie were both like the heart and soul of Nintendo, bro. They actually cared about their customers. They actually cared about their customers, bro. They actually cared about their players, bro. Hell, Iwata, they were actual gamers, bro. And in their place, sadly, were businessmen who only care about making money. Yeah. But you know who else only cares about more? TKO and EA. Yeah. Deadass. I spoke about the TKO one a lot in my streams, so I'm not gonna dwell on it again. You already know, but when it comes to EA, oh boy, EA has been so greedy for so long. To the point of people thinking about greed, they first think about EA, bruh, before anyone else, bruh. So yeah.
If we want information, the front desk is the place to start. Follow me.
Like because of the whole fucking loot box shit, bro. Because all that loot boxing is, in my eyes, it's just a form of gambling, bro. So yeah, that's what these companies don't realize. That it's just promoting. All it does is promote gambling to its gamers, bro. Because you end up paying real life money for in-game products. Why, bro? And even the bullshit that is Labubu, bro. Like, I fucking hate Labubu, bro. Like, I know they were meant to be like for a children's book, but they look so fucking creepy, bro. In my opinion, bro. They look so fucking creepy. Like, I don't know how people love those creepy creatures, bro. Like, creepy ass creatures, bro. I guess because of consumerism, bro. People be wanting to get them all because a celebrity endorsed them, bro. But let me ask you guys this: do y'all really want shit, bro? Do y'all really want it, or is it just taking up space in your house? Like that ass. I'm not saying that wanting it as in the celebrity endorsement. No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, do you actually want it? As in, you genuinely want it? Like that ass. And I hate those fucking like surprise boxes or whatever they're called, because they're similar to fucking loot boxes. All they do is promote gambling, bro. Again. But yeah. But yeah. Fucking hate that shit, bro. I forgot there's 4 fucking parts to this shit. Yeah, the reason why I started it now, because when I teleport here, all of a sudden it triggers the cutscene, bro. So I have to close the game, and then go back to the title screen. Just because.
It's at times like these that you've got to stay extra vigilant.
Last night, I died llama. Last night, yeah, I died. My most recent 5-star, bro. So yeah. Oh, Mika. Okay. Got Mika in the building. We got anybody else in the building? Never mind. Let's go to the fucking antidote for Traveler's Tale for Mika first, bro.
This should just about
Mika,
do
what
it.
brings you here?
Traveler? Hello? I didn't think I'd run into you here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're bound to run into some familiar characters in Nocry, bro. Like, we ran into Dory, we ran into Mika, so yeah. I was especially happy for because we barely see them in the story at all. We don't, outside of their limited time story events. So yeah, their limited time events. Oh, the only time Mika appears in a fucking regular story or whatever was in Heirloom Part 4. And even then, he was only a background character in that fourth act in Heirloom. So yeah. Sorry, I meant to say Heirloom Part 4. So yeah.
Right. I should have realized. Master Jean told me you'd be here. We just didn't know when you'd arrive. I didn't expect to run into you as soon as I set foot in Notcry. Yes, the Grandmaster sent you a letter, didn't he? He also sent one back to Mondstadt, telling us all about how you were doing. Of course, all the knights back home are still figuring out how to support you. But the Grandmaster wrote that we shouldn't be hasty and that he already had everything in hand.
Don't worry.
Yep, the Grandmaster's always reliable when it comes to important business. So when he says he'll handle something, we know we can count on him. But of course, if you run into any trouble, remember that the knights will always be there to help you. Feel free to come look for us whenever. After all, you're our honorary knight, a valued member of our order. That's what Master Jean told me to tell you when I departed from Mondstadt.
I like the
Huh? Give me a moment. I didn't bring any sweet madame with me, but I do happen to have a bottle of our best cider. Captain Kaya asked me to bring it along. He knew you'd miss it. Guess he was right.
Even that, I nothing less from his razor sharp mind.
Okay, I need a minute. I put it in my backpack and wrapped it in clothes. Oh, here it is. Go on. Have a taste.
It breaks for the Grandmaster.
I did, of course. When I was leaving, the Grandmaster specifically asked me to bring some bottles of our very best dandelion wine for him. At first, Master Jean protested that my main objective on this long journey was to deliver letters to Nodcry, and she'd rather I not overload my luggage. She said someone else could transport it later. But after giving it much thought, I packed 2 bottles of wine for the Grand Master anyway. Otherwise, he'd be talking my ear off about how wonderful dandelion wine is while waiting for it to get delivered. Oh, right. If you crave fresh sweet madams and steak, do come back and visit the Knights of Favonius' headquarters when you're free. That was what Amber wanted me to tell you. And that's all the messages I have for you. I should get going. Farewell, honorary knight.
Wow. There's still some more I need to do. Guess Yanfei and Skirk were added in the not quite update in terms of Traveler's Tales, so yeah. So yeah, the official was there since the beginning, bro. Tail shit. The fucking that shit, bro.
I knows explanations for things that don't interest her a bit meh, aren't they? Or is that just how geniuses are?
Or is it because you're stupid, Paimon?
Isn't Beep Boopita just following us around? Sure doesn't seem as smart as she said it is. How are we even supposed to know what to check?
Might not be able to not be at the right spot yet. There's probably some that just haven't triggered.
I've watched Inefa perform routine repairs before. It seems some sort of maintenance port must first be found, and then this small robot will automatically interface with it.
Ah, so you're in the know. Nice. Well, oh, what does that port look like?
Now that I'm not so sure of. Let's search around together and see what the robot reacts to.
Works for Paimon. Is this it? Probably not. Or this one? Oh, ew! Stinks of machine oil.
Oh, now you're out.
That thing over there looks promising.
Where? Oh, yeah! It does. Let's try it out. Whoa! It's flying! we got it right? So, what do we do now?
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
There you go. That was easier than I thought.
Wow, what do you know? I know was right. We got this working without understanding a thing Beep Boopita said.
Still, it's impressive how you figured things out right away.
Bad experience, that's all.
Paimon's up next, along with this stupidly heavy book. Ugh, let's see. Should be just like checking a dictionary, right? The matching result for this symbol is... check passed. All systems normal. Wait, is that it?
Well, as they say, no news is good news.
Yeah, guess you're right. Just feels like we did all this stuff for nothing, that's all. On to the next spot, then. Paimon's getting the hang of this now. It's this thing, right? And this time... Huh? Why are you angry? Oh, huh. Looks like its expressions are also prompts of a kind. Which page is that on? Oh. We need to take note of the order in which its eye colors change. Purple, red... Hey, slow down! Paimon didn't catch that! What? So now we've got musical prompts too? Weren't you only supposed to be a beep-boop machine?
Damn.
Alright, one final stop. This was quite a trip, huh?
Agreed. I must say, you two have a talent for maintenance work. A bit shaky at points, but not bad for your first job.
Good eye. Paimon's the real deal when she deals for real, you know.
No, you don't. You're not the real deal. You don't do shit, Paimon.
Really, I'd have liked to share the load, but you were really getting into it, and I didn't want to interrupt.
Ugh. Couldn't you have mentioned that earlier?
Let's get this all done in one go. Let's get all. What does that mean? Does this book say anything about it?
A pictorial prompt this time. Don't worry, Paimon's just about gotten the hang of which prompts are listed where. We gotta take note of the flashing patterns. One yellow flash, nothing for 2 seconds, then 2 yellow flashes means the components here are overdue for regular maintenance. Maintenance is a high priority task. The device will be rendered inoperable until it is complete. Switch Beep Boopita to input mode to send out a signal to unlock components. The description of input mode isn't on this page. Ugh, more page flipping. Phew, that was a real struggle. Well, Paimon needs a break now.
What break? From flipping pages? You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. Gotta be fucking kidding me, bro.
Yeah, good work indeed. But it seems this input mode requires some additional work to operate. Well, looks like we're all good. We can remove this thing now. No clue, frankly. But whatever. I got a feeling we've all given up trying to figure this cannon out. I'll go get the replacement component. We should be done once we pop it in here. What do you think? Maintenance work's easier than running errands, wouldn't you say?
That's for sure. We're counting on you, Sosie. You know what? Paimon took him for the stony type at first, but he's actually a pretty nice guy. Let's wait for him here, huh?
Are your tasks complete?
Yep. Sosie's gone to get the replacement component. We'll be done here once we put it on.
Allow me to check against the recorded data. Yes. This component is approaching its replacement deadline. The cannon will generate immense recoil when fired. If this is not controlled, the firing platform will become misaligned. This part is designed to anchor the cannon and ensure accuracy when aiming.
Huh. So, if the cannon isn't fixed in place, will it start spinning around like some kind of massive firework?
A novel analogy, but an apt one. The large-scale damage that might follow would be undesirable by anybody's standards. This component is currently easily damaged. The materials are not up to par, and there are still some design flaws. But Aino and I are working to improve it. Estimated waiting time remaining: 7 minutes. Would you like a crumb kake?
Yeah! Dessert's just the best after a hard day's work.
Certainly. It will be ready shortly. Observation. Freshly baked crumb kake results in the most efficient improvements upon human happiness indices. As such, I activated an internal heater before starting repairs.
Thanks for the treat. Aino's lucky to have you.
Alright, return.
Thanks. Things went great over here, too. So, as we agreed, I'll have the cannon up and firing in no time.
Understood. I will inform the inhabitants of Nasha Town and have them make preparations for the shock and noise that will inevitably ensue.
And I'll inform the Ratniki stationed around Wild Hunt anomalies to make sure they fall back in a timely fashion. Thanks for your kind assistance. I better make a move. Ratniki from other sites should have sent reports back here, and I'll need to sort them out promptly.
Righty then. See ya. Bet this huge cannon's a real sight when it fires.
That is correct. A huge crowd tends to gather on its own accord on such occasions. Pure, bright energy rays have never failed to inspire obsessed admirers. If you are interested, you can come back later to behold it in all of its glory.
Sure. We did help fix it after all. It'd be weird if we didn't want to see it in action.
Well, before that, I'd like to investigate that Wild Hunt first.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wonder where that strange phantom went. Never mind what it's doing. Let's try our luck at the flagship. See you later, guys. Just be sure not to miss my masterpiece in action.
Checking snack stock. Lower than expected. Please, explain, Aino.
Later. Can't you see I'm busy? You know, saving the poor, anxious inhabitants of this town?
I know it features a different character usually, so yeah.
Whew. Gloomy skies over here. The air's all icky and sticky and dark and damp. Remember how Flint said that he lives in a graveyard to the north? Is this, really
Yeah,
the place?
you know you can turn around if you want, Paimon, and just leave. Like, no one's stopping you. Not even the traveler's stopping you.
There's not a person in sight. Just a tower and...
Flint.
Oh!
Ah, good day, you two. Assuming I don't have the time wrong.
Phew! Well, it's nice to see a living person here. Hiya, Flint! So, this is where you live, huh?
Yes, this is my humble home, the Tomb of the Lightkeepers. Did an adventurer's curiosity bring you here to this lonely isle? I am at pains to imagine any other cause.
You're not wrong. We haven't explored this area yet.
As guardian of the tombs here in the Final Night Cemetery, allow me to extend the warmest of welcomes to you both, on behalf of the spirits who slumber here eternally.
Wait, do you mean there really are ghosts here?
That is correct. As you may have noticed, this island is dotted with headstones. You might think of it as a veritable necropolis filled with souls. Isn't it a welcoming thought?
Not at all. If anything, this place just got scarier.
Then, like I said, then you could just always turn back and walk and fly away, Paimon. No one is stopping you from leaving, Paimon. That's the thing that gets me, is that Paimon did not have to come most of the times. She did not have to. She didn't have to. And no one is stopping her. But all of a sudden she goes with the traveler because, oh, I'm the guy, I'm her guide. Like, no, you're fucking not. Apart from the beginning of the game and Nodcry, and early in Nodcry, you're not. The only times you acted like a guide is, and in Nodcry. The Nodcry one actually took me by surprise, if I'm being honest, because it's Paimon actually serving as a role as her guide, as in Nodcry. Why did it take all the way until Nodcry to do that? It's beyond me, bro. Like, bro. Like, dead ass. Like, it took, like, the beginning of the game, at the start of the game, Paimon shows you how the game works. But then, for a long time, for 5 years, she doesn't do jack shit. Until we head to Nodcry. In Nodcry, she actually gives us a tour of Nasha Town. Like, she actually does. So yeah. And I was like, oh wow, is Paimon actually being a tour guide? A guide to the traveler. Like, the only thing I was pissed is that it took until Nodcry for Paimon to actually serve her role as a guide. It's me off. This is how she did in Nasha Town. That trait should have been there from the start. It should have been there from the start. Since she said she was gonna be the best guide, but then she doesn't do jack shit after Mondstadt. So yeah. Around and be greedy and rude. So yeah. Oh, there's even certain times where the traveler actually calls out Paimon for it. So yeah.
Ah, apologies. It was meant merely as a gesture of the hospitality that you deserve as guests. We don't receive many visitors here, after all. But I suppose it is a tall order to expect people to suppress their fear of ghosts. Even so, I do hope your visit shall be a pleasant one. The spirits on this isle, while somewhat old-fashioned and hardly gregarious, are an unassuming crowd who keep to themselves. I have found they make perfectly decent neighbors. If you still have misgivings, I can only suggest that you avoid staying outside where possible. The ghosts do not tend to set foot indoors very often. Although that might render your sightseeing experience a little less riveting. Let me think. Most of the camps on this isle have been removed, and only the lighthouse remains, symbolizing the many battles the Lightkeepers have fought against the Wild Hunt. In that regard, it has quite a bit of historical value, and is thus well worth seeing.
Yeah, that was the first thing we saw when we arrived. So, it's a lighthouse, huh? What happened to the light?
Years of disrepair and a shortage of fuel, I'm afraid. As this island became abandoned, maintaining the lighthouse became increasingly difficult. Besides, even if we were to rally sufficient manpower to repair it, it would serve little purpose these days. In the past, it guided people on their way to and from the island. But all those people now lie beneath our feet in eternal rest. Well, that is perhaps not entirely accurate. They do sometimes come running out, speaking once familiar utterances into the void. In which case, since you are not used to the darkness that shrouds this island, you could consider restoring the lighthouse to illuminate your way. I too know well the comfort that a distant ray of light can bring on those lone journeys through the cold night. Speaking as a lightkeeper, we no longer need the building all that much, and I am under no official obligation to maintain it. And personally, I am more partial to the night than the day, so I find myself quite comfortable here in the dark. Besides, I have a lantern of my own. I would rather tend to that than rely on a more distant warmth. As such, you should have no issues using it, so long as it helps you. I believe there should still be some backup fuel for the lighthouse stored in an old tent to the north. That should be enough to serve your present needs. And if you should need to find me, I will be in an underground basement on the north side. That's where I will be sorting through my reports. I will meet up with you once I have completed my urgent tasks.
Like adventure quest.
This place is super dark. Feels kind of stuffy too. Either way, let's try not to get their attention. Let's just grab the fuel and go.
The sky is so dark. I'm scared. They're staring at me. You sure took your time, didn't you? Come on, help me shift this fuel. It's almost time for our lighthouse shift.
Does he mean...
I am right here.
Look at you, shaking like a leaf. You scaredy cat. How you made the cut as a ratnik, I'll never know.
Like...
Come on, grab your stuff and let's go. Perhaps I'll even tell you a ghost story on the way.
What? A ghost telling us ghost stories? Wait, hang on. Was he just trying to scare us?
You ever heard of the blue fire? As we all know, when you're out walking out at night, you should never look behind you, and never look all the way down at the ground. Always look ahead into the distant skies. Well, that's because the Wild Hunt watches us from the darkness. They wait for you to lose your way in the fog, and then, when you're at your most vulnerable, they come and take your life. That's why it's dangerous to travel alone in the dead of night. But sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll see a blue lantern shining out in the darkness. They say it only appears if you run into the Wild Hunt or if you can't find your way at night. Either way, if you ever see the blue lantern appear, you must remember to follow it. Don't ask me what it is, cause I don't know. My granddad says it's one of the Fae that used to live in Nodcry in ancient times. But it could equally be the ghost of one of our fallen warriors. One who truly hated the Wild Hunt. Whatever it is, the blue lantern seems to be on our side. The side of the Light Keepers. I'll bet that's why the Starshina wants to make offerings to it on the island. Ah, shucks, look at me talking away. I totally forgot I've still got fuel to move.
Wait, but we brought all the fuel with us. What's this guy talking about?
What the hell?
Alright, I'd better get back. See you later, scaredy cat. It's nearly time for my shift.
We're here! Let's find where the fuel goes and pour it in. Woohoo! The light's on! This should make things way easier. Now we can keep exploring.
Great, the light's on. Guess I won't have to worry about moving fuel anymore.
Hey! It's the ghost from before who was talking about moving fuel. What's he doing over here?
The Wild Hunt came. It passed through all the graves. The fog clung to our ears, stuck to our mouths. We couldn't see or hear each other.
What's he talking about? Has the Wild Hunt really showed up? Paimon didn't see it at all!
To the lighthouse! To the lighthouse! We've got to get a signal to the units outside before they reach us. Don't just stand there gaping. Pull yourself together! Every second we hesitate could mean another dead comrade. Have you forgotten how to send signals? Come on! I've told you before, a Lightkeeper always has to be prepared. We're all gonna die. They'll strip the bones from our spines.
Aren't y'all already dead, bruh? Like, y'all are ghosts after all. So y'all should be already dead. Y'all already dead if y'all are ghosts. Yeah.
Something's off! All the ghosts are coming this way!
We too shall cry tears of blood. The Wild Hunt is here! We've got to think of something quick! Okay, we'll try and stall them at the base of the lighthouse while you head up to the top.
Up to the top. Signal. Think of something.
If you've forgotten how to send signals, check the handbook. We nailed it to the tower for moments just like this.
Do not fear. Do not fear.
Don't leave our bodies to the Wild Hunt. I beg of you. That is no way to die.
Death. Wild Hunt. Go to the lighthouse.
Oh, the ghosts have surrounded the tower. Should we do what they're asking? Sounds like they need us to head up, find the handbook, and use the lamp to send a signal out.
Lighthouse. Hope. Everlasting night.
Short, long, short, short, short. I mean, long, short, long, long, short, long, long, short, long, short, long.
The handbook says that we've got to aim the lamp in the right direction, then control the brightness according to the signaling rules. There are 5 signal types: distress, warning, guidance, summoning, and all safe. Oh, the part that describes the warning signal is illegible, so let's try one of the others. Okay, the signal is sent. Let's go check on the ghosts.
What happened here? Ran into a spot of bother? A whole host of ghosts surrounded the lighthouse. I sent them away to prevent them from blocking the area, and when they saw the lighthouse flashing, they departed.
Oh, it was pretty scary. They completely surrounded us and begged us to help them.
I sensed it too. This graveyard is bereft of life save for passing birds, the insects underground, and myself. Normally, it's so quiet you can hear yourself breathing. Up until just now, that is, when these ghosts started getting agitated. Was it because of the lighthouse? They asked you to send a signal out. How peculiar. In my experience, they have never coerced or harmed anyone in any way. This can only mean that lighting the lighthouse has somehow caused a change in them. I must say, this is quite out of the ordinary. The ghosts here tend to stick to fixed areas and repeat words and phrases that meant something to them in life. But now, all eyes are on the lighthouse. They have a rather indistinct appearance, but when they fix their yearning strongly on a specific place, I can sense where their cold attention is directed. Consider it a natural talent of mine. As to the cause of this behavior, I do have a theory. Ghosts are the echoes of living souls, a portion of their thoughts and memories that, for certain reasons, fails to enter the ley lines at the moment of their death, and thus they linger on the surface. The ghosts in question were lightkeepers in life, and as such, I believe the lighthouse is deeply embedded in their memories, something they are instinctually drawn to. Relighting it must have stirred something in their memories, causing them to depart from their usual behavior. You might not be aware of this lighthouse's past, but it once served a great many functions, from guiding passing merchants and lightkeeper fleets to reporting on the Wild Hunt's activity in the surrounding area. In the days before this was a graveyard, its light was never once extinguished. It came to symbolize the hope and warmth that the Lightkeeper sought to bring to Nodcry. But alas, the light of this historic outpost was snuffed out in a conflict against the Wild Hunt several decades ago. According to our internal records, that conflict cost the island 90% of the troops stationed here. The Starshina of that time eventually decided to send a warning signal to the outside.
Wait, a warning signal? So, they didn't use a distress signal and call for help?
Indeed. The warning signal saved the nearby merchant fleets and patrolling lightkeeper ships. Without it, they likely would have been pulled into the fighting with little knowledge of the situation. But at the same time, this signal also cut the troops on the island off from any possibility of rescue. The Lightkeeper Oath contains a line that goes as such: "Our bones and blood we shall use as fuel. We shall make life greater than death." It is a line that strikes at the very heart of our principles. Should we find ourselves at a great disadvantage, we are to prioritize the preservation of life and ensure humanity's long-term survival. After all, the Wild Hunt is a never-ending threat, while our numbers are limited. This principle is most cruel to those who must sacrifice themselves, and yet, most of us willingly abide by it.
Wow.
Shoot! So we sent out a distress signal, but what the ghost actually wanted was for us to send a warning signal, right?
You feel you unwittingly did something wrong? No, I don't think so. Ghosts are but the memories of people that once were. You may have stirred up those memories, but that is all they are. Those to whom they once belonged are long gone. Still, I can see that you're concerned about them. And truthfully, so am I. If you wish to find them, just follow me. Ah, yes. And please do not be alarmed by anything strange we may encounter along the way.
Alright. Go. Ball flint. But play after. Or at least this.
Paimon sees them! They're all gathering on the beach!
Had reinforcements arrived on the day of that battle, they would have landed here. You have to understand that ghosts are hard to reason with. A better way to communicate is to give them key information that might provoke some sort of a reaction. How about this? We'll go in together, but I'll handle the communication. After all, I am not only a Lightkeeper myself, but also very accustomed to dealing with ghosts.
Right.
Don't come near us. Don't try to save us.
Help is on the way.
The Wild Hunt is coming in too fast. There's no time. Let us stay here and take them down with us.
This place will be enough of a graveyard by the time the night is through. Don't send more people to their deaths.
So you don't need rescuing?
No, we do. Please save us. We can't hold on much longer.
Everyone else is gone, and we are lost. What more can we do? Please, someone, anyone save us.
Ignite the Blue Lantern. It will guide you far from the Wild Hunt.
The Blue Lantern cannot bring back souls from the dead. Even if you light him up, it will be too late. He can help you destroy what remains of the Wild Hunt, but he cannot save you.
Don't rescue us. Don't come any closer. No, wait. Help us, please. Someone, anyone.
What's this supposed to mean? Do they want help, or don't they?
Those poor souls. On the one hand, they hoped that someone would send out a distress signal and save their lives. On the other, they did not wish to call in reinforcements only to send them to their deaths, and so they sought the help of the Blue Lantern spoken of in local legend. And indeed, one such lantern was still preserved on this island. That ought to have been their last hope in a time of desperate need. But to my great regret, it is of no use to them now.
Will any other horrible things happen?
They will recall the unfathomable suffering they experienced in their final moments. I will do what I can to comfort them.
We shall part the snow curtain of the sky and blast the winter winds across the wasteland.
We have sworn an oath, and so we must fight to the end.
We cannot wait for them to come. We are the last ones. Pick up your weapon.
Who is he? We are the Light Keepers, who shine the eternal light of hope into the endless snow-swept plains.
Wait, Flance! It seems like these ghosts have rallied.
Again, they are but the replaying memories of once living people. It is not the ghosts who have rallied, but the Lightkeepers who fought to the bitter end. Viewing the world through human eyes is like looking into a kaleidoscope. It is so complex and yet so beautiful. The sorrow and reluctance in the face of death. The longing for a life of peace and stability. The surprising valor that wells up in the hour of despair. If it were up to you, traveler, would you wish to do something for them? Is that so? A response befitting an adventurer of your caliber. Personally, I do feel inclined to do something for them. To help these shadows of the heroes that once were forget the death that will soon be upon them, and return to their slumber. In time, the memories and yearning of these ghosts will fade, and slowly return to the ley lines. But that time has not yet come. My dear Ratniki, I am Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz. Once upon a time, it was I who retrieved your fallen bodies from the battlefield. Now, let me once more lay you to rest, for you are worthy of my respect and earnest esteem. Look upon my flame and wander no longer. Return to your graves and forever rest in peace. 6 feet under may you slumber in your erstwhile homeland, and in sweet dreams return to the ley line's embrace.
They're gone.
Some of their memories and thoughts have been dispersed. The rest will later return to their usual state. To me, they are both warriors whose memories should be honored, and my gentle, friendly neighbors. Unfortunately, I did not know most of their names, but my short interaction with them has deposited some of their memories within my flame. At the very least, I know now that the gentleman who moved fuel and loved to tell the tale of the Blue Lantern was named Imo, and the comrade he always called out to was named Itu. Many of the ghosts on this island may have been affected by the lighthouse, and I'm not sure if they'll all undergo changes like Imo. But if you're in the mood to keep exploring, would you come with me? I'd like to get to know them better still. It would be my honor.
Oh, wow. I thought. Yeah.
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Right, that one, this one, that's what slash line out. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's pretty.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that